It was currently 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, October 15th. 1 minute until midnight when it would finally be Kirishima's birthday, but no matter what he did, Kirishima couldn't fall asleep. He was just too excited for his date tomorrow. Just yesterday Bakugo gave Kirishima an early birthday present by asking him out on a date. Kirishima had liked Bakugo for a while, so of course he said yes. I can't wait for my date with Bakugo tomorrow, he said quietly with a small smile. He turned his phone on once more to look at the time. 12 am. It was finally his birthday. Just knowing that his birthday arrived calmed his excitement just enough to finally close his eyes, falling into a deep slumber. He slowly opened his eyes, taking in the view of his crush sitting next to him, brushing his hair back, while quietly whispering for him to wake up. Morning Kirishima. Morning Bakugo. Kirishima said, taking in the moment before him. Bakugo and him weren't boyfriends yet, but he hoped by the end of the day they would be. Come on Kiri. I brought breakfast for you. Oh. Why did you bring me breakfast? Is today something special? Kirishima said jokingly. Don't mess around, Dumbus. You know it's your birthday. Okay, no need to yell Bakubro. Now where is that breakfast? Here you go. Happy birthday. Thank you. Kirishima said with a bright smile before taking a bite of the food. Man, your cooking is always so good, he quickly said before putting more food in his mouth. Slow down before you fucking choke. Kirishima had just finished eating and was currently getting ready for the day. Bakugo told him that they weren't going anywhere fancy, and to just dress casually. Once Kirishima was finished with his hair, he headed down to the common area, where he was greeted with many happy birthdays from the class, saying thank yous, and heading over to the Bakusquad. Now that Kirishima was more awake, he could finally see what Bakugo was wearing. After examining Bakugo, Kiri looked at the rest of the Bakusquad, who were giving him a look that said they knew he was checking him out. Happy birthday, dude. Yeah, happy birthday, Kiri babe. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you, guys. So what's first on the schedule, Bakugo? Kirishima had already told the rest of the squad about the date, and Bakugo had run the plan through them to make sure it was okay. First, you are hanging out with the whole Bakusquad. Oh. Where are we going? We are going to go to a cafe, then to the mall. Shopping trip. Let's get going. The Bakusquad left for the cafe first, talking about random nonsense as they went. Along the way, Kirishima got a call from his parents wishing him a happy birthday, and asking him to come home for a bit to give him his presents. Kirishima's talked with the squad and they said before they went to the mall they could stop at his house. No one in the Bakusquad had been over to Kirishima's house, much less met his parents. They of course knew where he lived, and he knew where they lived. Kirishima's family is the only family they haven't met in the Bakusquad. The squad finally arrived at the cafe. They ordered and took a seat over in the corner. As soon as they sat down, a waiter came and gave them their orders, before rushing back to the counter to continue taking orders. That was fast. Yeah, but Kiri, I was wondering why we have never been to your house, or met your parents. Oh. You've never met my parents? Nope. Well, my parents are often working, they are photographers. They often take trips around the world. But I'm surprised you haven't met my sister. You have a sister? Yup. Her name is Naomi. She's super manly. She may not seem it, but she is pretty strong. She's interning with the police department. Top of her class. Oh. She sounds super cool. What's her quirk? Oh. She's actually quirkless. What? People in the cafe turned towards their table, giving them weird looks. After a while people started to look away. Bakugo couldn't stop thinking about what he did to Deku for being quirkless. But don't go underestimating her. She could kick all of your asses. Ha! I could beat her. I'm the best. You're welcome to fight her when we get to my house, if she's there. After Kirishima made that comment, the squad decided to take their drinks and go head to Kiri's house. Along the way, Kiri called his sister to see if she could be at home and that she had a challenger. The squad ended up making it to his house before his parents got home, so it was them and his sister. His sister had short side-shaved dark blue hair. She was wearing an outfit similar to Jiro's but with shorts instead of pants and high-heeled black combat boots. So who is my challenger? I'm ready to kick some ass. This is him right here, Kirishima said, nudging Bakugo forward. Alright. Let's go out back. Naomi then led the whole squad outside. Their backyard was pretty big, so there was plenty of room to fight. So, do I get to know your quirk before we fight? Like hell I tell you. It's explosion. Bakugo shot Kaminari a deathly glare, before jumping to attack Naomi with the right hook. Naomi has great reaction time, so like Midoriya, she grabbed his arm and tossed him over her shoulder. This continued for a little bit, only stopping because Kiri's parents arrived home. Naomi. Kirishima. We're home. Mom. Mama. You're home. Kirishima yelled back. The Baku squid was confused at first before realizing that he had two mothers. Hello. I'm Mina, this is Kaminari, Sero, Jiro. And I'm Bakugo. Hello. I'm Kanako. And this is my wife, Shima. Hello. Kanako was a nice-looking woman with long blonde hair. Shima is a confident-looking woman with very long scarlet red hair. They talked for a while and gave Kirishima's presents to him. It was just some Crimson Riot hoodies. He thanked his parents before they had to leave. The Baku squid realized it was too late to go to the mall and that they had to get back to the dorms for Kirishima's surprise party. Let's just go back to the dorms. Alright. They talked about Kirishima's family, and along the way bumped into Tetsutetsu. Hey bro. Happy birthday. Bro. Thank you. Happy birthday to you too. Hey Kirishima. Happy birthday. What are you guys up to? Kendo and I are actually out on a date. Wow. Congrats bro. Thank you, but we have to get going if we don't want to be late to the reservation. See you later. The squad continued on the path until the arrival to the doors. Kirishima opened the door to find all the lights off. This confused him, until suddenly the lights turned on and everyone jumped out with screams of surprise and happy birthdays. Kirishima thanked everyone for doing this before going to his dorm room to drop off his presents from his parents. Along the way Kiri couldn't help but wonder when he was going on his date with Bakugo. It was already midday and so far there wasn't really any indication of them going on a date. After he got back to the living room they started partying, but Kiri couldn't really relax. He had stayed up late waiting for his date with Bakugo and now he was wondering if that was even going to happen. Being fed up with his doubts he decided to consolidate the best love advisor he knew, Mina Ishido. He pulled Mina over to the side before confessing how he feels. Mina, I don't know what to do. It's pretty late and I haven't even been on my date with Bakugo. Kiri. I was super excited and stayed up late because I couldn't fall asleep. Kiri. And this morning he made me breakfast in bed. Am I just imagining things? Ijiro Kirishima. This shut him up real quick. Don't worry, your date with Bakugo is after the party. Don't get too worn out, okay? Oh. Thanks Mina. I can always count on you. After Kirishima's outbreak, and the information he received, Kiri could not relax and enjoy the company of his classmates. The party lasted a few hours before it was time for his date. Bakugo went up to Kirishima and asked him if he was ready for their date. Kiri replied yes before they left the dorms again, receiving have fun and good lucks. They walked hand in hand, Kiri talking on and on about today and Bakugo tried to pretend he wasn't listening. Alright, we're here. Whoa, you took me to the carnival. I heard you talking about how you wanted to come here, so I thought it could be fun. It's great. Thank you. Kiri flashed one of his famous smiles, and Bakugo couldn't help but blush and grumble about how bright his smile is. They walked around, playing games and going on rides, when Kirishima started to get tired. Are you tired? Yeah, just a little. Thanks for winning this dragon plushie for me, but I think we should head back. Kirishima threw away the trash from their food and started to head to the entrance of the carnival, when something pulled at his arm. Let's go on the Ferris wheel before we leave. Oh yeah. Can't forget the main ride of the carnival. It's really pretty, Bakugo. Yeah. Kirishima. Kirishima Ijiro, will you be my boyfriend? Of course. That night Bakugo and Kirishima both slept, snuggled up to each other, in Kirishima's dorm. Both exhausted from the long day, but both excited for future dates and moments they can have together as a couple. And, according to Bakugo, they are the best couple. I love you.
Then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so right, but too far away to hold.